Welcome to the Narrative Club. I'm on the set of The Plant by Jigsaw. I'm familiar with the concept, but I want everybody just to introduce and tell my audience who y'all is and y'all character, and then we're gonna start over here.
I am Goldie. My character is the intelligent, provocative one.
Okay, Goldie. Wait a minute, your name is Goldie in the series?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Lady K, and I'm Sadie in the series, and I'm from corporate.
And you corporate. Okay. Big dog.
Oh, my name Kong, and I eat a bunch of stuff, and I complain. I try to keep it funny, keep it light, but I'm focused on food for the most part.
Oh, you the food thief.
Something like that, yeah.
Next row.
Oh, I'm Redbone, and I play Redbone, and I sell everything. I'll even sell you.
At
You
the
look
plant.
like you're worth some money, you know what I'm saying? And I take $35 or more. I sell
Just
shit
give me
for
40.
$19.99. I sell shit for $19.99.
All that in the plant?
Yeah, I don't work. I mean, I'm just there to eat, sell shit, and say I
So
work at the plant.
he eat, you eat, and sell shit at the plant.
Well, he eats more than me, Kong does. Like,
Yeah.
that's the first thing on his mind, like, in the middle, every time he just eats.
Always.
And I sell him food, you know, so I
She's
just
a
sell
hustler.
everything.
At least
I'm a
he ain't want to
hustler.
steal the damn food being at the plant. Next one.
I'm Will in the series. I'm the complaining ass supervisor. They got to deal with all they bullshit.
Yeah, I saw your clip when you had to go catch the food thief.
Hi, I'm Candace. I play Candace. Jig described me as Little Miss Wannabe Black in the credits, so I've been just, trying to roll with that persona. But either that, I am corporate, HR, I'm human resources, and I party with, factory workers, and Will and I get on each other's nerves, but we try to keep everybody out of trouble. So I'm like the barrier between Sadie and corporate and the rest of the plant.
Okay.
Hi,
Hey.
I'm Scam. I play Scam. I'm an asshole slash fuck up on set and in real life.
Well, stick to who you are, baby.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too, sis.
And I'm,
Huh?
Scam also a writer, so we need to tell him that.
He a writer, too.
Yeah, he wrote a couple of it.
I did.
To say I did.
And I'm T. I play T, the stud, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm the laid back one.
Just play T.
Yeah,
You played the hell out of
back
T too,
one.
T.
You say what?
You played the hell out of T too, T.
Yeah.
It's actually my daughter.
This your daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had grown.
In the group, I play African mailman. I don't know his name.
You don't know your character name?
I don't
mailman.
know. I forgot his name.
He's in love with Candace.
Hey, his name means safe something.
It's Cologne,
It's
some shit like that.
Khalil or something.
Yeah, so I play the African mailman that's chasing after the white
And y'all
girl.
done named him 3 different damn names, though.
His name.
African Mike. No, that was another one. Yeah. Playing the African.
I'm just playing African.
Well, I just need to get some character clarification. Am my character doing
Yeah.
good? Okay, I'm Uchi Khan, playing Uchi Khan. I'm the militant Muslim brother from prison. Happy to get a job. I'm just a laborer, breathing good vibes on everybody.
I'm one of the writers, also a director, and our editor. So I work with everybody's other episodes that they turn in.
He needs to speak up.
Yeah, Mo, you get low.
Say it again, say it again.
Oh, I'm Zoo Game Gorilla. I'm one of the writers. I'm a director, and an editor for it.
Say that shit with your chest. I'm a writer, director, and an editor of the plant.
And a play.
That's my good friend.
Zoo Game Fresh West. I'm a co-writer, co-director,
co-editor of the plant.
I'm Entity Gaskin. I play Envy. I am the ass kisser of the crew, and I'm a co-manager under Will. And I'm always trying to steal his job.
And the man behind the plan.
My name is Jigsaw. Sorry. My name is Kenyon Jigsaw Pruitt. I am the creator, director, and writer of the plant.
You see how you said that? Creator, director, and the writer.
We not gonna say nothing about Tito?
Tito? It's two. Okay, now let me just say this. It's
So
3
you was a
people
character
missing.
in it too, right?
Yeah, I am a character. I just played. I filled in a role because the dude didn't show up, so I was the cleaning or the uniform dude that ate the lunch in the first
ate that
episode.
Long John Silver.
Right, the Long John Silver that nobody eat. All right, it's 3 people, cast members missing. It's Homie, Love, Joy, and Nika. Their characters, Homie, he's the weed head. Love, Joy, it's like the asshole of the plant. He play a lot of jokes. And Nika is Will's secret girlfriend that nobody supposed to know about.
And Lovejoy is a workout buff.
Yeah, and he workout buff. Yeah, he be working out at
And
the
he's
job.
supposed to know it all.
Yep, and he know everything.
He the mechanic.
How did you come up with this whole concept? Like, is this really plant life? I've never worked in a plant, so I know they got like plant husbands and plant wives and girlfriends, and I know the lunch ordeals be real and stuff like that. But how did you, I mean, because each title is like,
It's a soap opera. for
yeah,
real.
like on some straight shit.
Right.
So how
Well-
did you come up with it?
What
Actually-
you see is not what you get.
Actually, at the top of the year, every year, I recreate myself. So I wanted to do something different. I started a series called Surveillance. What I was doing was filming them as I write them. That took up too much time. So what I want to do is create something that was already wrote out, and then we go into filming. So I sat back and said, okay, what can I do? I was sitting there, it was a winter day, and I was watching The Office. And they little interviews, confessions was so silly. I was like, what if I make a black version, but take it to the plant? And that's basically where I got the concept. Now it's the characters. I worked with everybody before. So I sat there and I handpicked everybody for each role. Then I called them, one at a time. Everybody was in, and then boom, we did the pilot, Who Ate My Lunch. And that's where it started. Once I sent that out to the writers, scripts just start coming in. And then we started working.
See, you was the one with the lunch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That, cause all I saw was the pilot thing, and you was determined who the fuck ate that nasty Long John Silver. That, because I'm looking at it and saying, well, it is right, cause I don't know where the plant located, but we know ain't no Long John Silver's nowhere near us.
That wasn't the issue though. It's the principality of the things that did none of them bring the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't theirs. You know, it don't matter what it is, no matter how much was left, it was mine, and I shouldn't have to write mine on it. We grown. We all just grown working place. Bring your own damn food.
Did you know
No,
that's
but
not
you
really
went
your
through hell
lunch?
and high water over that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you know that it was a prop lunch? It wasn't really your lunch.
I think what made that episode
All
so,
food is
It felt real to me.
Because I think we all been somewhere, worked somewhere where somebody got their lunch stolen or something like that.
No one has ever taken my lunch.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you're not taking
I have definitely taken other people's.
No, because you eat
You
I've
look
eaten
like you're taking other
I've eaten
people's
other
lunch.
strangers' food.
You look like you eat other people. Damn,
As I'm watching the pilot, I'm looking like he making a big ordeal, but then when she said to Ben Honda, I said, oh yeah, I'd have flipped this bitch upside down about to spend Honda's lunch off rip. How was it working with the character, like when he, because usually when you're a creator, you visual, and you visualize the person you wanted, so when he told you exactly what you wanted to do, how did you take it like, okay, I know I can kill this role?
Well, I think what Jigsaw and Chakotay Films does is amazing because they pick the perfect people for the roles. You know, when I came into this, coming off a very busy season, I didn't have time to.
because I couldn't hold it no more.
When he switched the first voiceover, I'm just like, wait a minute.
You know what, man? See, the problem with people, you want to allow people to be professional, bro.
Let him be great.
Bro, listen, all right, let me dumb it down for these people. Look, bro hit me up and said, come be you. You feel me? He say, act like somebody stole your shit and then just do like you gonna do with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So he let you be you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's good enough. That's good.
It's like, you kept it real right there because you showed was corporate and you had a busy season. That was what you
That's all right. Whenever Candace around me, I get nervous. I be forgetting she with us. I be forgetting like Candace is with us. You know what I'm saying? I be like, oh my God.
They silly like that. They see what we do all the time.
At least had a busy season. I'm like, busy season? What was you doing?
It was
Busy whole season.
My character is easy and hard at the same time.
Because you had to adapt to.
Well, I did do a bid. I did rotate with the Nation of Islam, but the irony of it is like I don't joke with that. So, you know, I was just telling the brother that the beauty of it, you got to step out your comfort zone. I was not comfortable with that. You know?
Okay, so you wasn't comfortable with the role he gave you. You just executed.
Yeah, you know. So it was tailor made, but you know, I had to be like, damn, you know, I got to try to make, you know, a joke or some shit that's real for me. But that's what comedy always kind of been. You know, it's been a funny, humorous way to articulate some socially fucked up shit, right? So it was all good, you know. But in the beginning, I was like, man, I can't do it. You know, like one part.
It was a challenge for you, man.
Yeah, like one part. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but it was basically like the old white guy from OSHA. Basically, like, you know, I'm Asian. And I embraced him, like, you know, and I was like, not, you know, but it's all good. It's just comedy, man. And some of the shit that we do in real life do be funny as hell.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta, when you're on a job, you gotta laugh and just keep the shit moving because some of the things you hear, or like you say, you fresh out of prison, and sometimes, you know, you get those people overly try to get you to get the beliefs they believe in. You somebody eat pork and then you in there having a whole fit because you don't eat pork because you were locked up.
That you just nailed it. You just picked the tail. That was like, so not me, right? But that's my character.
Oh, so you was one that Jay gave the script to, or you sitting there looking like, I don't want this motherfucker.
Well, looking at it like, you know, and see the beauty, another good thing that I love and respect about these cats, and they make it comfortable, is because like Mo would call me like, how do you feel about X, Y, Z?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, hey, go to goddamn script, eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Try to make him feel comfortable.
Yeah,
Right. Trying to make sure we wasn't gonna cross the line in no type of way. And let him know. I let him every time I wrote for him specifically, I would call him like, look, bro, man, you know you're my brother, and I'm not trying to offend you, but we gotta make some humor out of this situation. So how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And then we'll kind of come up with options. And when we get to one, he said, okay, I can deal with that. And then the writing team will go back and say, okay, this the situation, this scenario. Now let's make this funny. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did.
What he did was challenge your acting ability. At that moment, you may want a role, right? And they give it to you, and you look at it as a challenge. But when you execute that challenge, and then the director and the writer actually coach you through it, that's the beautiful thing about creating.
And it made you
better. It made you better.
You know.
So now you know Jay can give him a harder role next time.
Right. I'm gonna be the police. That's even more out of my character, right? I'm gonna be the police. It's something we got coming up, you know. And I don't want to be the bad guy. So when they ask me if I want to be like Maserati Slick was easy for me. That's my natural character. I didn't have to do shit but be motherfucking Gucci Khan with my hat on. But you know, like I ain't gonna say I'm ready to play a fucking homosexual or something. You know, no, I mean, not, you know, I ain't tripping. That'd be way out the motherfucking box. That'd be way out the box. But I don't think they'd come at me like that, just like I wouldn't come at me.
But acting is acting. You have the right to decline or accept.
Yeah.
You have the right to decline or accept. Sometimes your beliefs is your beliefs. Now, I'm all for a challenge, you know, because like you said, you look at a role and it may not fit. Like, I'm sure somebody looked at their script and was like, why? Like, just why? Like,
I used to be like that, but I give it to Jig, like, every little movie that I had ever been in or, you know, played a part in, I was always like somebody's auntie. I was always like the auntie type of role. So what Jig did was he made me a killer. In Detroit 80s, I killed everybody.
Which was cold as hell.
And with no remorse, but then he turned around and made me a cop. So it was just, I feel like I'm a Gemini, I can take on any role. As far as sexuality in the movie, if I have to play gay, the most I'll do is she can kiss me on the cheek. but that's about as far as I got with this.
I'll play a gay role. I'll play a gay role. I have no problem.
I'll kiss a girl.
She can kiss
I
me.
kiss a girl too.
We can kiss.
I kiss a girl too.
kissing
Anybody else
girls.
have like their favorite one?
No, that. Take it, no.
One thing that I think everybody can agree is, you know, Jigsaw, like everybody has said, has handpicked, you know, he's handpicked these roles.
I don't agree with that.
And he does challenge us, but at the same time, he tells us to create on our role. He doesn't like, you know, you know, like the script, let's say it says, you cross the street, don't do that, or something. But if you put a spin on it, and you get the point across and make it your way, it's okay. He has always encouraged us to use our own creativity, and in the end, it has created just a beautiful environment, and we're just like a big family, and I'm welcome to the change, absolutely. Harder roles, but I think now we've established such a beautiful relationship. I'm not as nervous as I was.
I can
Season
see
one.
when I pulled up, y'all was in the parking lot like it was a big family in a party. I'm big on foundations.
Absolutely.
Like you have to create a foundation, and when you have someone who's a creator and give you free range to create, because I may write a script for you, I may see it, I may vision it, right? You may get it and have to really bust it down to fit who you are.
Right.
And that's like you say across the street, I told you to go straight. I don't walk straight, so I gotta go diagonal to get over there.
Right.
Because it look good on film and on camera. And that's when you have someone who give you that, like even picking up the phone, calling, to make sure you're comfortable with a line.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I done been where people just give you a script.
Just
you
give it
can't
to
get
you.
it.
When you
Right.
show up, then you
Do
just,
this
this is what
or
you're gonna be
else.
doing. You feel me?
You did.
One more
Hollywood
quick
way.
thing is if you've watched season 1 of any show, a lot of them are only 6 episodes. And you know, season 1, everybody's coming into their own. Season 2, 3, 4, 5 gets better and better because you grow together. So and you know, I've always loved acting. I was in drama, all that good stuff, but just learning. I watch TV differently. I watch movies differently.
That's what I just told you. Yep. I don't even watch TV and movie no more unless it's a job.
I get mad now. I'm like, this is bull. Y'all
Like,
didn't
I can
do
do
this
this
right.
She didn't say that line right.
She didn't have her
Put some
hair like
emotion
that in
in
the
it.
scene before.
I don't like that. Keep your scenes together. I don't like that bowl of chips wasn't there in the last scene, and then boom, bowl of chips. Like somebody supposed to be on top of that. Somebody was eating chips in between takes and just left a bowl of chips.
Without breaking it down.
Like critiquing
There was
it.
some stupid stuff.
It's
there.
different now, yes. And
Yeah.
you never realize how.
But that goes to show you're taking your professional, your creativity, you're taking it seriously because you look
Absolutely.
like, ain't no way in hell they getting paid this.
That's called
Well, you have to.
continuity.
I think Detroit has some of the best acting.
I agree.
scenes. I'll put them up against any Hollywood.
I have so much faith in this crew of people
That's
here.
our Tyler Perry.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because he worked with the same crew.
No, he's
Yeah.
actually with Jig. I'm gonna give him more credit than Tyler.
Absolutely. And
Way
I was about
We ain't gonna say
Rudy
Tyler
Ray Moore.
because
He Rudy Ray Moore, ain't he? He
No, I
Dolomite.
mean,
Yeah. This is our Dolomite.
I've interviewed and I've talked to a lot of directors, producers, and I work with quite a few. He's one of the smartest businessmen. I'll be just wordplay. Like most people, I'm like a girl guy. If it makes sense. You can put me in a room full of a bunch of men, and I'm gonna be able to decipher who the man is and who ain't the man in the room. So and then the wordplay is I pay attention. That he's very smart.
when I met him, I you know, and I'm always on some conscious higher thought shit, or I don't even really want to talk to you. But when I met him, I said, "You got a lot of power, brother." I said it was a time where we would have been home if we had even thought about reading a fucking book, let alone having the capacity to make a fucking movie, right? Like we got capacity with the internet and shit that at one time we just didn't have. So with that comes responsibility, right? So one thing, it's a lot I love about it, brother, but one thing he think outside this fucking box. We done did romance, we done did comedy, we done did the image of the shoot 'em up bad, bang bang, that shit since fucking Menace to Society,
Pig
Boys in the fucking Hood, now we all drinking fucking St. Ives, right? figure out is lead in it and fucked us up through a subliminal in the movie, right? That shit happens with these programs, right? So I said, you got power, bro. How you gonna use this shit? You know what I mean? Detroit 80s, like Red say, it's shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Why I embrace status? Because, unfortunately, it's our history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, it has it's a message in it. Like, you know, NWA first album was a political album. We thought it was gangster rap, but it was a fucking protest to police brutality, right? So even in that movie, it's a message. You know what I mean?
You can't never be scared to stand on what you believe in. Yeah. Especially like you say, when you make Detroit 80s and it's something that your era, your time, and things like that, and you incorporate how you want to incorporate it. And you do have to be smart, because when you write things, especially here, because like you'll have me breaking down. But then you'll have me breaking down like, I don't think that happened. Let me go ahead and Google and see if you know who he's talking about.
Or call so-and-so.
Yeah. So that's just the whole concept of it. But when you put together a perfect team, and your team be able to pull, because like, you know, it's going to be a big gossip thing, like you got the plant. They're going to be like, okay, because I was like, I'm interviewing the cast and the plant. They was like, what's what I said? I think it's like the big threes of what's going on inside the plant. I've never worked in a factory. Like I said, I have people working in factories, and I hear stories. That's it.
I work in a plant. It's a lot of these same
Scenarios.
that we
tell them
go
it's
My
through.
husband works in a plant, my grandpa works in a plant.
And work at a plant.
Yeah.
I don't work in the plant.
You don't know.
There's plant rats.
It's rest. I deal. I'm a fast food manager, so I know like with him, I wouldn't even looked at the video about no damn food though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, look, you should put your name on it or keep your lunch bag close to you. That's when you went back and looked at the camera. I said they actually rolled back the camera to see who ate this man damn lunch.
See, that's different when you're working at a food place. You ain't gonna have no worries. You feel me? No, I'm good. You ain't gonna have to worry about me. I'm good.
Because I mean, if I was at a food plant,
I don't even need a lunch break. I done already ate. Don't even worry about me. I can go 8 straight
Something to
hours.
do, I'll be watching you. I'm looking like you better not steal that damn nugget in here. I can see it just tell.
Man, them nuggets already
Tip is
stoned.
gone in the
Nuggets
morning
gone.
time.
I done lost
Right
2
here.
jobs for eating food I wasn't supposed to eat.
And it's really funny.
Bartender waitress.
You
It's
know,
a comedy.
Like,
Yeah, you could tell our was a comedy. When he went to the car, she in the car, she's smoking, and they was like, well, I saw what's in that eat the food. I'm looking like everybody gonna tell who ate the food, and he still gonna roll back the camera because they said he ate such food. The most funniest thing was, where the fuck you find a Long John Silver? And that ain't the point.
Right. Now I give them credit because I am a comedian by profession, but I've been studying comedy, right? I study it for real, and I'm in that writing. The way they continued to come back, that was an ongoing joke. You feel me? Everybody keep asking the same thing. That's funny as hell because if
That's
you didn't think it was funny at first, it's gonna catch your ass the second time or the third time. To the point where now you wondering, do Detroit not have Long John Silver's? You done fucked around and Googled and found out Detroit only got one Long John Silver.
where was that?
That one on 8 Mile.
The one on the west side.
The one on Gratiot.
Mound, just east of Mound, or west of
The
Mound.
one on 8 Mile don't count.
And there's one in Port Huron.
The point is, we got
She said it's one in Port Huron.
We got him, and he was
Long John Silver got the bag.
and out of all the people, he decided to motherfucking.
Oh, look, because everybody had to say something about Jig, though. I would like to say, when bro said he think outside the box, right? I had this transition. He was like, he think out the box. I was gonna say, he also thinks outside of himself. You feel me? I do a lot of community work, and Jig has now known me a solid 10 fucking years, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't watch me grow up. He didn't see me catch cases. I used to have a hoe, rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he has not only included me, but he take time out of all the shit he got going on to be a part of some community events that we do regularly. And I assume with the camps he done had and with the crews he done had, and with me just being somebody who kind of knew and really on the outs of the inner circle, for him to make time for me, I know he's showing up for them. You feel me? So when it comes down to people saying his family, a lot of bosses like Jig in our position in the city use family as a way to gather people together, but then don't give a shit about you. Right? When the mama shows up late for the shooting or whatever, they like, oh, well, we don't care if you had a babysitter. You feel me? They're not gonna play you like that. You feel me? And I've seen those meetings where the woman, she wanted to make it there on time, but she couldn't. Y'all say we family, but then nobody help with the baby. Then nobody come pick her up. Then nobody say she could bring the baby. You feel me? So it's good to be a part of some people who really give a damn about what you got going on outside of what they want you for.
We all care
You know
about
what I'm
each
saying?
other.
So I appreciate all of them because I've seen all of these faces and
Cares
stuff
about
that
each
I
and
do
every one
outside.
of us individually and delves in our lives and makes us feel like family for sure. And one thing I can say I really respect about this man is and I'm learning from him, is he knows how to create opportunity from circumstance. Like Kong said, he has a lot of events. Jig knows how to, okay, well, I'm gonna help you with this, but we can make it bigger. We can add to it. He is invested in each and every one of us, and that's one thing I love and respect.
So much so that I have a nonprofit. He on my board, right? It started from shooting my video and but like my man say, we developed a relationship, and I'm fucked up. I did half my life in a cage. I'm institutionalized. I got trauma, and I don't fuck with nothing fake. So we wouldn't have lasted past the first video shoot, right? So to be years in it, just a real motherfucker.
And he's not selfish though. Like, somebody like, it's not like he gonna let you use his cameras, but he'll bring them. You feel me? Like, I don't bring the bitches out unless it's on the set, baby. Like, he don't do you like that. You feel me? He done had drones in my shit. He done showed up on the bike.
I ain't gonna let you hold it, but I'm gonna bring it.
Yes. So like, we just shot a skit. I'm trying to get my comedy thing moving. He let us do that, and I say let because he didn't have to do that. Like, he could have charged you for it because he had time for it. He did it. He made time and he made it happen. And now I'm at 300-400 views on my little video, and everybody like it. And I feel like I done done something major. In reality, I was just waiting on bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who gave it there to help me do that. You know what I'm saying? Because to some people it seems simple, to others are not, you know what I'm saying? And all these people doing skits, I had not done one yet, right? And we did it and everybody loving it, you know what I'm saying? But it was just because we had time, and these brothers and sisters willing to act at the drop of a hat, what you need me to do, what role you need me to play, so we can make some good things happen. So I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm a part of this, man. Yeah. I'm glad it's not nobody else as big as me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad it's not nobody else who want, all the shit that I want. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all, man. Like, she drove me here today. You feel me? She know I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? She didn't let me get, I got her nice truck. She ain't say I couldn't smoke.
I give you the address every weekend.
You feel me? She make sure I get here every week. I forget where I'm at every week. They're like, what's the address? Man, these people my family.
The same damn address.
Real shit. Now, and let me shout out, because she not here, let me shout out Nika, you know what I'm saying, for being a big part of making sure I ate every set, every time we did this, you know what I'm saying? Sister made sure we ate, you know what I'm saying? Everybody done brought a lot of stuff, but she done specifically fed me a few times. You gotta make sure we give her some love for that.
When you treat people right, it always comes back to you.
Fuck yeah.
What I can say about Jig is that he's like a workhorse. When he on set, he stay focused on what the agenda is, the task is, and he stay moving. And he's seen he ain't gonna slip on his time. Like, there's certain things like that makes
because when he said
beneficial for
but his time, his promise.
Yeah, he's dedicated. He's dedicated to making everything move fast. The fastest person I ever worked with on set.
Because we goofy.
And we haven't even got.
Yeah, I know, because Mo told me he said, well, he have a 4-hour frame time, right? I worked on a set with them as well, and I have my own production company. The company I have, I don't have no be anytime, no anytime. So it's like when you have somebody like, oh, y'all do 4-hour filming, straight 4-hour filming. Oh, that's good, because we may do a 7 a.m. to a 7 a.m.
You do 4 hours and you get every shot.
But see, this is the thing that I appreciate. When he gets serious, though, like, he got a good team of people around him, right? Because he got a good, so when he gets serious, he don't have to be rude or over aggressive. Like, he gonna be serious, and then there's gonna be 3 other people, like, all right, man, chill out.
If he uses his,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bet. Because now you starting to be the only one that's fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we all go, okay, bet.
Just a little bit.
Megaphone.
Or the megaphone, right?
You got the megaphone.
I do it only because we so silly. And it's everybody trying to get the last laugh. So if something good come across and everybody laughs, somebody like, I want them to laugh. So they all go for it. And sometimes you get out of hand. So you got to stop them before they look, because sometimes they don't know what I see. And they be such in that character, and that character showing so much. By the time they did 20 minutes of joke, that character gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to keep that same character up in that voice and that tone that they've been using.
But I know you got bloopers.
Up the ass.
You said what?
I know you got some bloopers.
Up the ass.
It's a lot.
The bloopers always make it, because like anytime, first off, I don't do comedy sets. So I was ruined. Like, the comedy sets, it takes forever to feel the comedy, because it's always a stop. laugh for 2 hours, you be like, that was 2 hours ago. Y'all still laughing about that? Because there's always something to add to it, and it be more funny and more funny. Especially if you have like comedians on set. So it's a constant go battle, and then you can't get back to it. Then there's got to be a roast battle. Then it got to be this kind of battle. And it's like once you have your window of time, you try to keep that window of time going. So I'm like, I said, women like, no, I don't want to do your comedy. Call me when you get ready to do the hood projects and the music projects.
I feel like I'm not getting enough screen time sitting here behind Kong. I don't think that you can see me.
You can't.
I thought Candace was sitting behind
for a
me.
little bit.
I really don't think you can see me. It's kind of like Pinky and the Brain.
You shouldn't be allowed to sit in the front.
Yeah, you should sit your
Dog, a white woman just told me I shouldn't be allowed to sit.
Oh,
What the fuck, bro? That shit just resonated through, bro. Uchi, that shit just resonated through all of my fucking being.
Get to preaching, Ooch.
Candace, you know it's all love. I just have never heard that tone tell me where I can sit. I just have never. God damn. God damn. We are moving on as we have
Once you go viral, my career's ruined.
You're gonna be canceled.
Now y'all see how this go. That's how it happens all throughout all films. It's just
I mean,
non-stop.
and it's love. It's love. It's nothing like loving what you do, loving the people you're around it, and executing it, and having a ball while you're doing it.
And we
then
fuck up
watching the
a
finished
lot.
project.
We fuck up a lot, so them bloopers is off.
Oh,
the chain.
man.
Oh, it wouldn't be acting if you didn't fuck up.
But you know what? Jill give a person a place to be themselves, though. And to, like, actually dig off into who they really are, you know? I'm sure all of us can honestly say that if you did have some type of jitters or if you did have some questions, if he asked us to do it again on a different set, up under a different term, it wouldn't be a question. Not that it was a question the first time, you know, but it would be so easy for us to do it because we have a chance to dig off into ourselves and find new parts of ourselves. You know?
And he keep fluffers on set. So if you nervous, you know what I'm saying? You got a couple.
Nothing.
You got a couple.
Nothing.
Who the fluffers?
To ease the tension. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fluffer?
It's professional. He's professional. Be a professional.
I know, but who's the fluffer?
Right, so who's the fluffer?
I don't know what he is.
What is that? I didn't say it was one of y'all. Calm down.
Oh, I thought she was talking about our sunset.
Wait, no, what did Red say?
Cookies, 1800.
What I know is everybody who was working on the set, 'cause like I told you, Scam is a writer.
Yeah.
Goldie's
Goldie's a
also
writer.
is a writer. As well as Big O.
Nika's a writer. She's not
Jigsaw's a
here.
writer.
I got some ideas. There'll be one in there for me soon.
I'm a line producer.
I know Nika was right.
Yeah, I'm about Keela.
I got wrote in though. When I got the phone call, it wasn't to be a character. It was this is gonna be something different that I'm doing. We done work together on a lot of parts, and I told him that I wanted to get deeper off into the industry with the movie. So he said I need somebody there behind the scenes with me. You know, whatever I need. If I ain't got it, if I don't see it, have my back. So when I came in to get in their butts. They ain't like me at first and didn't listen to me.
No, we ain't like her.
They ain't listen to me for the first 2 episodes. But then they started respecting me when Jig came in and repeated what I said. They like, oh, she.
Well, Jig
I
said it, then
remember
I
that day. I know what you're talking about.
But you know, it was an understudy position for me to learn. You know, and I learned through this whole season. I learned something that I didn't think that I would learn. So
it's always
you know we love you. I listen to
people
you.
that help the on the scene people.
It's always good to be behind the scenes. I'm behind the scenes. I started behind the scenes, and
I'm a behind her person too.
Because it was things that I learned. It was things that I've been in front of the camera. I've been in front of it. I've been on stage. I've done plays, but I've never been behind the camera. Like the bloopers, I done already seen the bloopers. I done already seen the mistakes. I done already seen how many times it took for us to do one take. I done seen takes to be done one time, and let's move on to the next. You know, I've seen different things. It was a learning position, but then one of them wrote me in. I think Mo. It was Mo. Mo wrote me in, and that's how I ended up coming from corporate. So.
Yeah, basically.
And she's Will's ex.
When you came as a corporate.
Jigsaw likes to do improv, like with the team, so they do an improv like maybe once or twice a month. And so when I, as a writer, when we go to the improv, I see other characters because a lot of the people who was in the team
wasn't actually working on this project, but they are still part of the clan or so, you know what I'm saying, or part of Chakotay Films. So I got to see a lot of new people, and I always love to put new characters into situations, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a plant. So the series is basically based on everyone's relationship with each other as we work together. You know what I'm saying? So like Jig said, it's like an office work point of view. So sometimes
On steroids.
You might get somebody who talks directly to the audience when they break the fourth wall and go right back to doing whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I seen it, I said it's a lot of room for a lot of more different characters who we haven't shown. We got like 8 people, and the plant had like 30 people. I done worked in several plants. You know what I'm saying? So I was a lot of people I could put in, and when he said he wanted, Jig would come back to more ideas. Like, well, I want OSHA to come down, I want HR to come down, and when he tells me those things, well, I gotta create that team of people to come down. And we said, you know what, I like this character. After I wrote her, and I said, I think she's gonna be one of the regulars, where she'd be a recurring character. So we got a couple of other characters who are not here as well that are gonna be like recurring characters where they just pop in every now and then, like you was talking about the OSHA guy. We got Rosa, the cleaning lady, where they're part of our team, but they probably only show up every now and then.
We just added the shim guy and the pimp.
And this is just season 1, right? You go, how many seasons you gonna do?
To infinity and beyond.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see where it goes.
But yes, but just to, so
Between 6 and 9.
I might as well let everybody know now. It's only 7 episodes of the plant. The 8th one is this interview. Basically, I'm gonna use this
For
as
season
episode
1.
For season 1.
Right.
Before season 2, where I ain't gonna even give y'all a break so y'all characters can leave. In November, end of November, beginning of December, we filming the plant Christmas party.
Oh, yes.
And what it is, it's a movie. It ain't a series. It ain't one of these episodes. It's a movie. And we're going to an Airbnb where it's a party, and I got people, parents coming.
Oh,
It's gonna be silly. And the thing we're gonna do about it, I need every writer who's been writing on this, we're gonna sit down, come up with scenarios. Nothing's gonna be written out. We're gonna give y'all the play, and we're gonna improv.
Well, you did a lot of that for season 1.
Because
Just
it'd be more
told
fun.
us.
Let's go.
Here's the idea.
Yeah. So now it's
The last episode that we shot for the plant, it was the job fair.
The job fair.
We did a lot of that and that was totally hilarious. That was my favorite episode.
And when you can, and the thing is, when you can act on cue or like do improv, like you said, I definitely will come and sit and watch that, because like the improv is so intimate. Like,
Make sure,
I didn't think,
make sure that it's clear that we already have recognition in different film festivals.
Right, that's right. G been submitting it everywhere. It's been doing well.
oh yeah, because I know you've been getting.
We got a lot of finalists and awards. We won something.
Yeah, we won like 3. Three to
Because the pilot is hot though.
Yeah, we
And
won
if you
3
worked in the plant, you was
finalists, semi-finalists, and a lot that's selected. About
For me,
7 or 8.
when he first had to coach me, he already had the pilot done, and he sent me like a trailer to just show me all the characters. He told me the idea, so I'm gonna send you a trailer that's got introduced to each character. And so when I seen it instantly, I had a whole bunch of ideas. I was like, dude, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Once I got to writing it, and I called him back, I said, man, this shit coming out kind of funny, dog. I think we probably got something real good. I can see this going far. Like, who knows how many seasons we can do of it, you know what I'm saying? And once I met the other writers, and we got to get on set together, and that's when I actually became a part of this team. I'm like, yeah, you know what, this really, it feels like it has the potential to be like one of the biggest things I've ever been a part of.
Okay, so when will it be able to view?
Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, you hitting them with the Thanksgiving Day.
We dropping the whole season.
You could be at
What,
home eating your dinner the whole season.
what platforms?
Platforms, every platform possible. Right now I'm working on, I already got the Amazon, and I deal with Film Hub, and I'm dealing with a couple others, but I'm trying to get with a couple other distributors so I can get it on these other platforms. Now, I got some hookups where I'm supposed to call a few people, have a sit down.
Amazon?
But I'm a businessman. If anybody halfway open the door, I'm going through the back window. So I'm letting you know, I'm going to come in, either way it goes. So either way it goes, I'm going through my people or I'm going through the back window. It's gonna happen. So, but Amazon Prime, definitely.
Ain't taking no for an answer.
Nah.
Well, I thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. All enjoy. I'm looking forward to seeing the plant. I'm looking forward to see what Jacody Films got coming, because I can already tell he has a family foundation, which is one thing that I love. Because one man can do the whole show, but he can't play every instrument in it. I don't care how much he try. I don't care how much anybody they think they can do it all. No, you need help.
No, I am team.
At all.
But
You
we
need
got
help.
his back.
And it's not even the help that you may need, it's the guidance that you give others. Like you help him, he help you. I went in, I was thinking he an ear and stuff like that. But congratulations. Project done is already a win. It's already a win. Y'all keep striving and working hard together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And keep uplifting Jig. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey! Hey!
And that's a wrap.
Thank you, Jig.
Wings up.